This is the highest this shit can go. We're gonna talk about your bitch ass weaknesses today, alright? Because I'm over it. And whenever I get like this, like whenever I get real, people come with their victim mentality already. Alright, if you need a spiritual reading, then message me on WhatsApp. I have a business number dedicated to this shit. So, you need to learn as a person how to see signs. This is not just about superstition. This is not about believing certain things mean certain things. It's just about seeing a glitch in the matrix, right? Like, yesterday, I saw a disgusting spider that it's somewhere up in the corner already, still. And I don't like spiders. Yet I have some jumping spiders that are kind of a little bit adorable, you know what I mean? So, there was one that I saw being out and about a little bit too much. I thought it looks a bit big, so it might be either old or pregnant or something like that. Anyway, why did I see it up in the corner? I never see it up there. So I see it up there, next to this like gigantic, disgusting spider. And a minute later, they were facing each other. A minute later, it's gone. So I'm inclined to believe that the big spider ate the small spider, which it makes sense because it was literally waiting in its trap. If that's not an omen, I don't know what is. I don't believe in coincidences. If you think about your own life, you can see patterns. You can see one thing led to another. There are consequences. We just get fancy and talk about karma and fate and destiny when we don't have the full picture yet. But in hindsight, everything makes sense. So I received this bitch-ass comment telling me, what if some people, they're just abused and they can't get out of it? And if it's a long-term situation, when you're a grown adult, you're literally staying there. Nobody's forcing a gun to your head. And that couldn't be me. That couldn't be me though. Staying in some abusive situation, not fighting for myself. If it's that bad that you think this person will, I don't know, end your life or something because you're speaking up, because you're standing up for yourself, then you need to call the damn police. And if that's not the case, you just don't have a spine. And you're using excuses. Oh, the world this, the world that. The spine is where your power is. You don't have a spine, everything can get you. Every spider in its trap will lurk in a corner and wait for you to slip up. Two years ago, before I met a ratchet man who was pretending to be on the same level as me or understand me in any type of capacity, I saw so many black cats back to back to back to back. That is not a coincidence. Why didn't that happen again after? Isn't that funny? Sometimes the devil will cock block you. I'm smelling weed right now. I stopped smoking weeks ago. And I don't feel the urge to get it. I get intrusive thoughts. But am I gonna let the devil tempt me with his lettuce? No. Because why? Because I'm not a victim anymore. I'm not a victim anymore. People who are easily influenced by other people are scaring me. Because they don't have a spine. And silence and compliance with negative stuff, being compliant with negative shit, being a damn victim as an excuse, right? That's an excuse. To say I'm a victim is an excuse. It can be a conclusion, but it shouldn't be your identity as a person. It shouldn't be. And it is a lonely world when you have to cut off people who are influenced by other people too much. Because what people do with me is they try to use me as a sanctuary. They try to use me as a cool card, as this cool person that they know, that doesn't give a shit about what other people think about them. They feel real and free and, oh, this is an amazing connection and you're so spiritual. And they still think they can put me in a box. Like, oh, this is the bone woman. This is the woman who works with bones. This is the Caribbean spicy woman. Spicy! And keep stalking me for weeks when I make it clear that I'm not interested. People think there's only two types of reactions. Either they think I'm an arrogant bitch, or they think that I'm very inviting and kind and nice and chill and real and truthful. And I'm all of it. I'm all of it. I'm all of it because I have to. If you're a man watching this, maybe you don't have a damn spine like I do. This is very sad, actually. And it's even more scary. A man that has no spine, because men are literally in the leader positions. Men are literally in the power positions, in the privileged positions. If with all of this power you still act weak, ick, you get me? And we have to be done with accepting this shit from people. We have to be completely done with it. And I am done with sugarcoating it. I'm done with being like, nice, da da da. I put the title Mambo on me. Google it. Maybe you just find the dance good. Because some things are being gate kept from you. The crossroads of destiny are not gonna, they're not gonna bend to your will. You have to walk the right path. And there's nobody else who can hold your hand. I mean, if you want hand holding, I can do that for you. I can call the shit out. I can call out the demons that are attached to you and the people around you. I can tell you exactly what your problem is. And a lot of times, it's just one thing that people need to change or need to be clear on or need to stop doing, stop tolerating, for them to have a transformation where their whole life changes. And trust me, the way my life has changed in the last 2 years is incredible. It's incredible. See how the lighting changed when I said that? Things are not a coincidence. It's too convenient to say it's a coincidence. All of this, have you seen how big the planet is? You think you run into certain people just because? No. No. Now it's also dangerous to believe that everything is a divine thing going on, because then you can think if something is working out well, that means it's meant to be, it's destiny, da 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 da. Anytime I decide not to date anymore, some random man comes. Some random man will come into my life, disturb me rudely, and I'm saying this like rude. They're being very nice to me. They're being very gentlemen to me. They're treating me well. They're inviting me. They're this and that, this and that. They're being nice little good little boys, good little puppies, right? But they also do that for other people. And that's what makes it unattractive. Because how can I believe I am special to you if you always do this, if you have no spine? And the way what people talk about reveals a lot about you. I have a lot of women talking about dieting, working out randomly. Because, alright? That's some real shit that you can't fake. And there's some real shit you can't fake. You can't get that in a gym alone. This is years of discipline. This is spiritual, physical purging of toxic people, of toxic food. Look at every single shit that I do and eat. Look at the pan I'm cooking in. Look at the oils I'm using. I threw out seed oils. I threw out all of these dusty pans with the weird coating that never really lasts for long and it just releases toxins. You have to cut that shit out. When the pan was new, it was nice, it worked well, it served its purpose. But some things have a short expiry date, like a banana. Others need to ripen. I'm done with this shit, and I'm done with these people. Never! Okay, look, this is like a sermon, I suppose. This is a sermon. So, understandably, a lot of people will just watch and not say anything. But this is again showing that you have no damn spine. You have no opinion. You're just listening. You don't have any opinion. You can't even handle this more than 5 minutes. Most people. I mean, I'm not talking to you because you can't handle it. You know, props to you. Honestly, I'm being honest with you. But if you're one of these people who watch just to say, "Oh, some people are just weak. Oh, not everybody's like you." I had to learn this shit. Don't come away with this nonsense. You're a strong woman and not everybody is like that. I was abused. Do you think I didn't hold back everything? Do you think I didn't have to hold back everything? Do you think I'm a privileged woman? Because I look like this? Because I dress like this? Because I have my shit together? Because I got sober? Because I can say whatever the fuck I want without thinking about what other people think. I don't give a shit. The truth is the truth. The crossroads are the crossroads. They're there. They're always going to be there. And you being a bumbling idiot is not going to change. It's not going to change anything into your favor. I'm sorry. Okay? And I'm being very aggressive today. Well, that's my aggressive. This is my most aggressive I can be in a video. Because I know that there are lots of kind people who probably also find my stuff. But sometimes you need a harsh talking to. Sometimes you need a harsh talking to. Because this shit can ruin your life. I had someone, I have this all over the place. People see how rare a person like me is. People can't tell my age. People think I'm younger than I am. And yes, I have my Itachi warrior, sacrifice warrior thing going on, which is true. The wisdom, you see it. But I look fucking young for my age. And people underestimate me. But then when they talk to me, they're like, wow, you know, like, oh, this is a real person. You actually don't give a shit. You don't just pretend not to give a shit. You always say the truth. Yes, hell yes, I do. They value the connection and everything, and then they choose to be low vibration or low, whatever. I hate this spiritual, new age spiritual crap. Colonized bullshit. Don't listen to white people when you talk about spirituality. And I'm half white, I can say that shit. So, sometimes people come to me, they try to get you. They see you're an artist. Oh, I always want to be creative. Oh, this is so respectful. They see I'm spiritual. Oh, since I'm talking to you, my pineal gland is opening. That's what I heard recently. Oh, wow, the way I almost went off. And trust me, I'm very calm with people because I already see everything coming. I already smell the bullshit miles away. Because everybody has bullshit. And to be honest with you, you can't expect people to be perfect. I get that. I'm not perfect either. I get that. You know? I'm not always like this. But I get that I also have my sides that are uncomfortable. But people trying to relate to me because they think I'm spiritual and they come with some colonized bullshit. The pineal gland. The pineal gland is up your ass. Okay? I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about these people. And it sucks when you feel like you have to be solitary. You might be married to the spirits already. You might not know that there's so much holding you. When you finally let go and let yourself fall back, you might not realize that there's already a force holding you, keeping you safe. Why are you still here? You're still here because something is protecting you. Life force itself. And that's why I talk about the spine. That's why I put spine in my jewelry, on my body. It's a talisman. It's more than protection. It's channeling. It's channeling pure life force. You're accepting death. You're putting it on you as an adornment because you value it. You know what type of energy that brings you. You know what type of power you have as a person. When you can actually talk about this shit without crying. Don't ever think that I didn't go through shit. I say shit so many times today. But that's the energy. We're having the worm moon. The next full moon is in about a week. And I'm already feeling this. Instead of having one night of a ritual or something, I feel a whole week, which is very, very interesting. I have to look into that later. It's very powerful. But what it means, why we call it worm moon, is basically because this is the last moon of winter. This is the transition. We went through the spring equinox, and the Easter thing is coming up. Exactly at that time we have the worm moon. This is some real shit. This is real. This is deep. So I'm wondering, wow, it's a whole week that I have now to do something very, very interesting. Let me see. So we're all about transition, about shedding your skin like a snake. Shed it. Shed the toxicity. Ignore people. Just leave them. They don't give a shit anyway. And if people want to bother you, if you're being real, I told my mother she was fucking rude to me. When was I rude? Don't come with that. Don't do that to me. You know? And it ends the conversation faster. Because I'm not interested in a fight, I'm not interested in an argument. I just say stuff that makes people uncomfortable because it's the truth. And then they don't hold the conversation for long. Alright? And I get along with my mother, but sometimes the savagery has come from both of my parents. One is dead and deceased, twirling his ashes, probably whenever I talk about it. And dark humor is one of these things that came out of living a life of hell. But you know what that means? It means you've been burned like a phoenix. I have my familiars. My former cat was very beloved. A bone, I have some bones. She was cremated. She was my little princess. Look how interesting it looks. This is one of the bigger bones, probably the leg. The bigger bones have really disintegrated. A lot of small bones have survived. A lot of finger bones. And why is this here? Everything I do is guided by spirits. And the funny thing, well, not the funny thing, but how you know that it's good is when it's an intuition that just feels right. It just feels right and it guides you to amazing things. My whole life has improved so much. And now it's going faster and faster. When you prove to the universe or your guardian spirits or whatever, to yourself and to other people that you can handle it, if you prove to the world that you can handle it, it will accelerate you and your process, especially if you're an impatient person. I asked recently, what about a man? What about a man? I was very much over it. I posted a much less savage video recently about it. I was very much over it. I'm ready to be a nun. I'm married to the crossroads, literally. And this is some heavy shit. Anybody who comes into my life reveals themselves. All of you silent people, you're revealing yourself. All of you people who don't want to subscribe, you're revealing yourself. Jealousy is a hell of a drug. My own shit is revealed to me. And I ask and I receive. And this is how you know you're on the right path. Alright? So we're going to keep it here. We're going to keep it nice. Not too short, not too long. Don't let the devil get you. The first algorithm was called Lucifer. On a side note, when I go on YouTube on my phone, why do I get just bullshit? When I go on my computer, I get the people I'm subscribed to. This is some evil shit. So anyway, next video will be probably less cursing. But that's something also I had to not curse for a while. And I'm cursing again because sometimes you need to let it out. You're not an asshole if you're being yourself. You're not an asshole if you say the truth. You're not an asshole for making people feel bad. That's not your problem. Especially when it comes from this place. It doesn't come from manipulation. It comes from self-preservation. It comes from having standards. Don't come at me with this bullshit. Some people are fucking pathetic. And that's not my problem. So if you're part of the truth, you already know. You're already subscribed. If I lose subscribers, I know. Good riddance. Burning out the old shit. Getting in new proper people. Alright? This thing will come to you at the right time when you need it. If you don't accept it, don't curse yourself. I'm just saying. Don't curse yourself. Be careful what you do, what you tolerate, what you invite, what you repel in your life. Alright? This comes with love. And like the video, good fortune, you know? Good energy. Good energy will come to you when you align yourself with truth. So, welcome to the family if you do subscribe, and I will talk to you very, very soon. Let me know how you feel about this. Maybe you watch another video and see the energy shift. Maybe you have some questions. Please come to me with that. I have a WhatsApp. Maybe I'm going to put it up right here. I don't like editing too much. But let me put it up here. And any spiritual readings and stuff, it's not for free. But it's not going to cost the world. The number 3 is nice, so maybe 30 for an hour, something like that. Let's do something like that, okay? And it's going to be super revealing. If you dare to see into the fire of truth, you will be rewarded. That's all I'm going to say, and I can guarantee that. Alright? So, I hope this energy is not scary, because it will be a shame. Because sometimes we need fire to burn away the old.